was 8 years old, I went to a bar and I ordered a virgin pina colada. My mom was like, you're gonna be a lush. Now at 11, I didn't know what a lush was. At way more than 11, I definitely do. So we're gonna combine my passion for cocktails with also me being a voice of the LGBT community on the Lez Factor. So we're gonna show you all the gay hotspots where you can go meet women, have great drinks, and have a good time. So join me on Being Luscious with Eryn and friends.
Give it up, get drunk, give a fuck, get dark, look it up. Give it up, get drunk, give a fuck, get dark, look it up. Give me your very straight.
Hey Rose.
How are you?
Good. So our first guest on Eryn and Friends is Rose Garcia, who needs no introduction, but we're gonna give her one anyway. She is a realtor. I've seen her on TV. I've seen her making sales, and also she is a party host all over the country. And also, she was on the Real L Word. But many years ago. What you don't know is I've been getting luscious with her since I was about 23, a nice little baby gay. So we're gonna go hit this.
Let's do this.
Shit, I'm cool now, throw it down, what it do now? A few rounds of brandy, a break of full
So we have to come back and have, Being Luscious here. But thanks for joining me. So.
And the best bartender in LA.
Well,
Yes.
hello, welcome. It's good to see you as always. And
Good seeing you always.
it's a pleasure making you a drink. So I got something very special for you two today. We're gonna taste some mezcal, we're gonna taste some gin, we're gonna taste some really, really nice infused syrups that are fresh, all in-house, so you don't have to worry about too much sugar or those beautiful figures.
I'm excited.
Oh, okay, it's a beautiful figure though. All right.
Let's do this.
So Rose, thanks for joining me. Do you remember how we met?
No, you need to tell me.
All right. So back when I was a baby gay, it was like 23, 24, the hair lounge had just started popping. I was with my friends Marty and Maya. And we had already in our pre-party, we're drinking. And then, all I know is we walked in a bar, they laid eyes on you, and they were like, oh, we about to be fucked up. And I'm like, what's going on? And the next thing I know, you're like, Maya, Marty, you guys want a drink? And I was like, oh, and it's the end of the night.
I'm actually proud of that. I'm actually proud of that.
Literally. And it's not like we didn't pre-party. Like we pre-partied just to get ready. It's not like we all didn't walk out of there with $300, $400, $500 tabs at the end of the night. And it's like, do you know how many times I left my debit card at the Hair Lounge?
I left my everything at the Hair Lounge.
Everything, girl, my whole life. But anyway, let's get a drink to get us started.
Let's do that.
So our first bartender we have is Lee Dawn Hershey, and she is also a model, an actress. She is a spokesperson for Nick Casey Footwear, and she has her own company called Rose with Flair. So what did you make us?
Well, for you, I made a Oaxacan mule, and for Rose, I made a hibiscus margarita. Now yours is made with a Oaxacan mezcal, not as smoky, pretty delicious, some fresh lime. We have a little serrano in there with some ginger brew, and then yours, we make our syrups in-house. So everything's fresh.
Refreshing.
That's what we like to focus on, our stiff drinks, very nice, visually appealing, and you'll remember them, yeah. So,
Definitely.
cheers, thank you.
Here's again.
2 times. All right, so Rose, we drank a lot in our days. Is there anything where you drank so much of before you don't drink anymore, or something you just don't drink at all?
I can't do any brown alcohol.
None. Why?
Because I think when I was younger, I drank so much because everybody's kind of like the Jack Daniels or like the Hennessy's.
Yes, Hennessy, I'm still on that.
I did it way too much to the point where, have you ever drank something so you had a bad night and you're like, we'll never touch it again, or the smell of it just gets to you?
When I was in college, everybody started drinking Bacardi Limon. Like that was the thing. Like it was Bacardi Limon all day, and I don't know why. I'm like, it didn't taste great then. Even the smell of it to this day, I'm just like, oh no. Like if I just look at the bottle.
Brown alcohol, I drank so much of Jack Daniels, Jack and Coke, that I had a bad night. Never again, the smell of it just makes me sick.
Okay.
And the worst drink I think anyone can order at a bar, and a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this, but I can't stand a whiskey sour.
Really?
I don't know how you can do like an egg white, like you're having a night out, you're partying, you're drinking.
And you're like, I want a little protein.
And you're like, I'm gonna have like an egg white. It just sounds like an intestinal disaster. It sounds like something bad's gonna happen.
I'm black too. I'm like, it's not fried, it's not cooked. I don't understand why you have an egg white in my cocktail.
See, so I'm Puerto Rican, so we kind of think the same. We're islanders. I want everything cooked, well done.
Cook it
I don't want
death.
like food. I'll deal with a little bit of fruit and I'm good.
Yeah, so.
Yes.
Score. Shots. This is like the old days.
It's like 2000 and what year was it?
Like 4?
2000. Shit, don't date us.
Right.
For TV purposes, that is not water.
I like that. I appreciate all of these cocktails.
And now,
Right,
wait,
appreciate some more
what do you mean
alcohol.
cocktails, there's nothing left. Let's Let's get you in for some other ones.
So a lot of people know you from the Real L Word. They're like, oh, she started hosting parties after the Real L Word. I'm like, no, she has always been a host, whether it was official or unofficial. Like, did the L Word change your life any, or what changed after that?
Initially, professionally, it did for the negative, because obviously, I've been in real estate for over 17 years. I started when I was like 2. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, you were real estate baller when I met you. She was like, oh, I do this, and I was like, oh, okay, you go, because I was still like.
But when you're professional and people see you only from a social standing, it's like, how am I going to trust you with like $500,000 of an asset? It's like, bitch, you were drunk all the time. You know what I mean?
Really?
Well, because they only shot like the fun stuff, up in the club, partying.
Fun stuff and drama. That's what lesbians like.
Yeah, fighting with girlfriends, whatever. But it did a little bit. It took a bit to get out of that, kind of party person stigma, which I still am and I love.
Right.
But then on the flip side, the lesbian community, they won't let me retire and leave that part alone. It's like, host this party, do this, do that, travel here, travel there. And I love it. Like I do almost all the events. There is a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, a lot of celebration of being free lesbians.
And gay as hell.
Gay as hell, loving each other in safe spaces and having a good time and celebrating that. So I love it.
I do. I love that you do it, because I be like, I'm gonna be like Rose one day, even though we like the same age. I aspire, but no, I definitely see you out there and representing. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of it I do now, and I could say, because I don't care. I do a lot of it pro bono. Like since I do well, a lot of the organizations like Aqua Girl and even Dinah and all of them, because they're all good friends and I support them.
Ooh, that's a real good friend.
All they gotta give me is a hotel and a flight, and I do it and hook it up, and support the community and party with our peers and the youngsters that are coming in and. Just have a good time.
If anybody wants to give me a hotel and a flight, I will be there as well with the Lez Factor. We got some fine people ready to party with you.
I'll back that up, 100%.
Don't forget your bartender.
And bartender.
And bartender, Lee Dawn, you definitely want to be in there.
But I think that's a thing that us as a community, we need to support, like, Dinah Shore, like, even Crave, like everybody that's out there, Aqua Girl, Girls in Wonderland. There's a lot of new, younger folks coming up with other events as well, all over the country. They have a Pleasure Island in Texas. They have a bunch of other stuff all over that,
Okay.
It's fun.
I'm a bad lush. I can actually not drink water when I'm drinking alcohol. Like
no,
it's like the water hits my system and the alcohol in my stomach already is like, what is this?
But how do you last the whole
object?
time? Like if you and I were to go out tonight and I'm like, okay, let's go party.
Look.
Like
I'm
how do you last the
This
whole
alcohol
time?
fits somewhere. It's in here somewhere. It might be in here. It might be here. I don't know where it's at.
It just works itself out.
Yeah, but water does not mix well with it.
And the next day you're able to function. You're not dead hungover.
No, I haven't had a hangover in like years.
I'm hungover right now.
I'm at the point where I feel like my liver doesn't even function anymore. It just lets the alcohol through. Like fuck it.
I'm like hungover right now from last night.
That's okay, but you look good.
And that was just dinner, girl. I just went to dinner. And that turned into going to Fantasy Fridays, and fantasy turned into a nightmare. And
no.
And now I'm here with you.
You know what a nightmare is?
What is that?
Being thirsty with no drink.
Yes! Good call!
All right, cheers to new drinks.
Drink number? I lost count.
Counts don't matter.
Now I don't remember having, whoa.
Damn.
That's good. That was a good whoa.
I've never seen you stop right dead in your
No,
tracks.
I'm gonna tell you why, because the flavors are just like insane. You have mezcal, you have a little bit of heat, and then you still have a bit of sweet. This is probably one of the best drinks I've had in a long time.
Okay. And this one is gin.
Insane.
And that's amazing, because you know what I don't drink? Is gin.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they say gin will make you sin. And I mean, I do that on my own. I don't need any
You don't need extra sin.
Right. I don't need no extra
You don't need
encouragement.
extra sin.
Not at all, but this is amazing. It's definitely
Yeah,
refreshing.
this is like a party, a fiesta in my mouth.
This is Instagrammable.
Oh, see, I like that.
You and me both.
Now here's the thing. Now that we're more mature, because I'm not gonna say older.
Right.
We
I don't
would
even
never-
like mature. We need another
We
word.
need another
for
word.
that.
Now that we're grown.
Right, we grown.
Now that we're grown.
Now that we're grown.
Now that we're seasoned
Fuck
and grown.
season, I'm just grown.
I've never really appreciated like a craft cocktail. Now that I'm able to afford them and appreciate like top shelf alcohol and better ingredients, and I don't mind spending, $15 on a drink that's not gasoline from the Abbey.
It's funny because I always wondered if you even drank craft cocktails, and I'm not gonna lie, every time I run into you, bottle service. So we was at the Sofitel, bottle service. We was at the Roosevelt, bottle service.
But
I'm
you
like,
have to
"Did you drink
understand,
cocktails?"
because I always roll with like 20 friends, and I'm not trying to buy all their asses drinks. That adds up. So
Right,
I
that
figured
does
if I
add
get a
up.
bottle, they're cool. One bottle, goodbye, and then I can order my. You see me, I always have a nice drink on the side.
On the side.
I don't drink the.
Bottles for all you commoners, cocktails for us grown folks.
That's how it works. Now I give away my secret. Now the bitches are gonna be asking for all the
Right, they're
all
like,
the
"We
like
want
good
cocktails
stuff.
now. But so we were talking earlier about you being on the real L Word. Like, I'm just, you know, you have a lot of notoriety. A lot of people know your name, your face. So, but when you go out and you're like, fuck it, it's not about my name, I'm gonna have a good time. Like, what is the craziest like party you've been to? Because I've seen you host like literally parties from here to the East Coast. Like, what's the craziest party and like the craziest party story? Because you know, lesbians want to know who knows you.
Okay. So obviously I love all my lesbian parties.
We love all the lesbian parties.
I love them all. I've been to, and I'm gonna date myself, but I believe when Mariah and I counted 22 diners.
22 diners.
22 diners. And at one point it was like, I think it was like 17 or 18 in a row.
Wow.
But it was like an immense amount of diners. I only missed like a few.
Yeah, I only missed a couple when I was in a relationship just because I was like, no, we're not having that. But other than that, no. I've been every year since maybe like
even when I was in a relationship, you break up with them and go, and then go back with them on you know
Tuesday.
Whenever that following weekend. But the
Right.
craziest that I've been to as of late, where it's like non-stop partying, and like I said, there's a pool party, night party, and then after hours, and this is like the whole weekend. Not just, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, after hours, all 3 days.
Wow.
Is Girls in Wonderland in Orlando.
So what makes it crazy? Like, what kind of things do you see?
I mean, so, because it's a college, I guess, town, and Floridians are just nuts, and then it's like,
Yeah,
you
they
have
make
like
it anyway, 'cause they wear
Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, like you have everybody like partying there, and it's like at a Disney resort, which makes it even more
Wait. Is that a
crazy.
Disney resort?
They basically take over like a Disney resort, like a Disney-based resort. Everything's by Disneyland.
Disney, I'm about this life. I need you guys
Disney
to have
about
me
this
down
life.
there. I'm about this life.
Some of the rooms, like the suites, have like bunk beds because they're supposed to be for the kids, but it's like for the homies. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
But these girls, what they do is they set up like slip and slides in the hallway, and people are like slipping and sliding in the hallway, clothing optional.
Wait. You seen somebody slide naked?
I've seen somebody slide naked. I've seen people with like, you know those portable speakers?
Uh-huh.
Like hosting parties in the hallway. Like turned up at all odd hours.
Girls, why haven't I been there?
You're coming.
I'm coming.
She's
Next
coming
year,
to Girls in Wonderland.
Next year, I'm coming.
Allison Pandora, we're hooking that up.
We're hooking that up because Lez Factor and Eryn and BeingLUSHous,
Yes.
we will be there.
You need to.
I want to see some butt naked. What is it? Hallway sliding.
It's gonna change your life. It's gonna change
Nude
your life.
sliding, oil sliding. I'll take it all.
They
slide
do,
this way.
They do everything, and the pool is just like.
I don't know how how you
insane.
said they do everything. I mean, what's this everything?
It's just I can't describe the energy, and maybe because a lot of these girls are like younger, they're like the new 21-year-olds, and then you have the ones that have been doing it for like years and years and years, and it's this synergy of like chaos, lesbian chaos with.
Well, I mean, lesbian
Some
life is
topless.
chaos regardless.
It's a lot of fun though,
okay.
and it's very very tropical, you know.
She's talking about tropical. I'm talking about lube sliding down the hallway butt naked. Yes, I'm about
They
that.
do that, and those of you that have been there know what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on our first episode
Amazing.
of BeingLUSHous. Thank
Cheers.
you. Thank you to Lee Dawn Hershey for making all these fabulous
Yes.
drinks.
Of course, and just a disclaimer, I fit in most overhead compartments. It's tiny luggage carry-on, so you know.
We're gonna
let me
bring
know.
you with us.
All right, so
with me.
Girls in Wonderland, we need to make that happen. We need to have Lez Factor, and we
bring
need Lee
this
Dawn Hershey. You really want Lee Dawn Hershey.
I'm
She
bringing
brings all
them.
the girls.
We're telling Pandora we're bringing them.
We're
Girls in
coming
Wonderland.
next year, 2019.
Done.
Girls in Wonderland. We're in the house.
Would you guys mind if I had a shot with you before we end?
Let's do that.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
We
Mine.
can't sign off without a shot.
Right. Right.
Don't be scared.
Woo!
I ain't never scared of alcohol.
Oh, it only hurts when you scream.
Rose
I'm
might be
21.
scared. We're drinking might be 21. And
You
brand new to
are.
this. So thank you for joining us at BeingLUSHous with Lee Dawn Hershey and Rose. Thank you to Shot Bar for hosting us today. Make sure you check them out over here in Silver Lake. Make sure you subscribe to BeingLUSHous with Eryn. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh,
Ah,
Shake.
let's do
Triple
this.
Oh.
cheers.
triple cheers.
That was not water.
Okay.
Give it up, get drunk, give a fuck, get dark, lick it up. Give it up, get drunk, give a fuck, get dark, lick it up.